Hello, World Tank Blitzers. It's Littlefinger. Hey, I've got the AMXmas Avalanche here. Tier 6 light tank was the December 2021 Battle Pass tank. And Ace Tanker Battle 396. Yes, this is tank number 396 with an Ace Mastery. However, this is not the battle. So I've got two games to show you in this video. I have really been enjoying this tank. Obviously, I did the full tank review on it earlier in the month, and it obviously compares quite closely to that AMX 12T. Some of the minor differences, obviously, we've got a 2 seconds between shots on the 3-shot autoloader, whereas the AMX 12T has 2.5 seconds, but virtually the exact same damage per minute numbers. The other big number here is we've got 3 extra degrees of gun depression for 7 total degrees of gun depression. Slightly better power to weight ratio, but 8 degrees per second extra on the non-modified turning of the tank. And I just love the playstyle of this. You know, it's so small, it's hard to hit. You just keep this thing moving. Was aiming in here, and yeah, get rammed from behind. Gotta love your teammates there in their enthusiasm. You know, the one thing with the tank, you do have to obviously force reloads from time to time as we're coming up behind the back of the ARL, who is isolated from the rest of his team. And the reason I just love this tank is because you're always moving, you're always getting different locations on the map, and the burst damage on it, you know, doing what, 300-400 damage in a very short amount of time. We are reloading, coming up on the VK here, and as you notice, we're even on tanks, but we are certainly down on, as we get a track shot on our first one. Second one pens, third one pens. We are down what's going to be 4 caps here, even though we are even on tanks. Taking a 1 tank lead here, we are down all 4 caps. So I know I've got to get in here and get damage and start rushing some shots. You'll see here that you don't necessarily hit your shots accurately on the move. So that is a horrible clip there, getting only 1 of those 3 shots to go. So decide I'm going to go ahead and reload. The other 2 tanks are pushing on and taking out the PZ-54. But I know I got to get in here and get kills, so not so much worried about the caps. I'm going to get all 3 shots to go here on the T-25. And with the assist from the T-34, he's eventually going to get the kill. But look at this, we're at 930, back to 900 with the kill, and quickly back up to 930. So we got to make this clip work here on the VK, who probably should have just been running away and not engaging in the fight. And, you know, in a nutshell, that is this AMXmas tank. It's just fun, you keep it moving, and I thought I certainly had to have the Ace Mastery here. 2,500 damage. Only 2 kills, but it only turned out to be 879 on XP. And if we come over here, no spotting and no assistant damage. And the reason I wanted to put these 2 games back to back here is because of how important, when I talk about this, assistant damage is in order to get those Ace Masteries. And so we're going to roll into the second battle here. We are bottom tier, and not going to be quite as aggressive. 2 consecutive games with big maps, which is great for this tank because you can certainly use that size and speed to your advantage. But I like to go ahead and take a run up front here and see if we can't get some early spots. Tells me they're not being overly aggressive. We get the Cromwell here coming up, and we're just gonna chunk a couple of shots to begin with. Really disappointing here. Shouldn't have taken that shot. and decide to back on out, and we get hit from a distance there. Someone in there spawned. So that was a horrible first clip. But we did our job as a light tank, and we got some early spots. We know what they're doing now. Poor ARL here. This exchange, especially this last shot here, not sure how that pens. But anyway, ARL is taken out. So kind of just keeping an eye on my team, seeing how they are doing there. I don't really want to go over there where their opposing AMX-12T is, just because I know they've got snipers in spawn. So we're keeping an eye on the Lupus here. When he is distracted, we're going to unload our clip into him. Unfortunately, no damage on that third shell there. But now their attention is being distracted. Cromwell is still alive, but the Lupus is running away. So I know I've got support on this side of the map. Gonna go out and help this Severe here. He's calling for help. I'm coming in here. I'm gonna take some hit points, but we're gonna unload our clip in here. And nope, we're gonna leave one shot. The Severe takes the kill. Lupus is in trouble, and yes, now we start spotting up their tanks. We've got the Hellcat and Bulldog here. Bulldog trying to pen me with HE, not working out too well for him. Was not expecting him to switch back, so we're just going to go ahead and load up, finish this clip, and with the help of my teammates, he gets taken out. However, I do get credit with the kill because he was still on fire. And there's just one tank left, and you know, I'm thinking, compared to the last game, damage way down. You know, this has just been one of those other average games that I've had in this tank. Love the new camo. As you can see, we're getting covered in dust from this map. And so I'm thinking this has just been an okay game in this tank. I'm not even really farming any damage off that AMX, who was turned backwards for some strange reason. And then the Ace Mastery pops up. And so this is what I wanted to just kind of compare those two games, where I did 600 damage more in the last game. Credits were about the same, but one kill more. This turns into the Ace Mastery, and we look at this, we're at 1,074. And why is that? Damage dealt with player's assistance, 795. And we come up here and you can see I've spotted the 4 tanks. I've got assistance because I shot the track on the Cromwell, and because I spotted the Hellcat and that Bulldog. And so guys, you know, if you're looking to get those Ace Masteries or the higher tier caliber medals there, spotting, shooting tracks are very important towards getting the Ace Mastery. So that wraps up the AMXmas tank, and I hope you guys got it. Remember to empty out your vaults, and of course, get educated, not fingered. Littlefinger out.